What is going on, guys? This is Sin, and I am back here with the NPA Season 4, week number 3 this time. And today, we are doing the team builder for the Maryland Torterrapins, coached by Under the Radar, aka Kelly. We have battled in the past, and I have not won against him yet. But that is hopefully about to change. We're trying to get our first above 500 season going, and we're looking to go 2-1, but so is he. So, without further ado, I am here with my assistant coach, Scooter Sock. What is going on, my brother?
What is going on, everybody? It's Sock here, and we're breaking it down this week with the next team.
All right, so you see the team on the screen right here on the layout. I decided to, this team is not necessarily finalized, but this is the Pokemon that we kind of have our heart set on because they kind of match up well against his team. So first, we're gonna go over Mega Charizard. We have the move sets right here, and items and all the EV spreads and all that good stuff right there. Let me just go over here. And why is it a little block here? I don't know why it's there. Don't know why
it's the stepping stone that we're taking. This is our stepping stone into the playoffs.
What is that? Okay, let me just get rid of that. All right, let me get rid of that. All right. Anyway, there's a little thing right now on my screen. I'm like, what the fuck is it there? But we're gonna go over Mega Charizard real quick, and we're gonna see that we're gonna run it. This is a risky Charizard. I'm not gonna lie. This is risk. Risk is high. Reward high.
Is higher.
The reward is higher. Yes. But the way I have to play this is gotta be like, if I don't, it's either I'm gonna get I have the feeling either I'm gonna get 6-0'd or I'm gonna 6-0 him.
To the fact, yes, because this Mon does have the ability to 6-0 him with the moves of Belly Drum, Fire Punch, Earthquake, and Dragon Claw. You may be questioning yourself, why no Flare Blitz? Why no Outrage? I don't want to lock myself into a move, or I don't want to kill myself with a move, considering we're going to be at +6 when this Mon is fully set up. We don't need to lock into moves. We don't need to recoil. We just need to kill things.
Right. And if we lock into Outrage, that would just set us up for failure, because especially if he brings Rabombi, what the fuck is that going to do for us?
Yeah. So,
and I know, I don't want to be locked into a move or have to take a serious amount of recoil damage. I think Flare Blitz does 33% of the damage or recoil.
You're exactly right. So,
I don't want to take that risk, especially since I had to Belly Drum already first, or during, literally first turn I had to Belly Drum. So, I really want to try to avoid that at all costs. So, that is why we're trying to, play the cards super high a little bit, but we do have some low risk mons as well, so this is one of the high risk ones. Next one we're gonna go over is Starmie, who pretty much was the MVP of last week. He got 2 kills, and this time we're running a little bit of a similar set, not too different. The only difference is that we're gonna run Icinium Z for our moves, our item, and we are gonna run Psychic instead of Thunderbolt. As far as the ability analytic, I still love that ability a lot. Unless you wanted to change something else in mind there while we're at it, since we didn't talk about really abilities before we recorded the video.
Nah, I like the analytic. I was actually going to recommend it.
Yeah, I was going to run analytic as well. I love analytic. It came up huge when Lindo switched into a Mew and Starmie was on the field, so it worked out in my favor. Signal Beam was one of the moves. We were thinking either Buginium Z or Icinium Z. We decided to go with Icinium Z simply because of the amount of ice weaknesses that are on his team. He has quite a few grass types and quite a few flying types. So we got to exploit that ice weakness that he has, especially if he decides to bring both Thundo and Lando. Just imagine if he brings both and we get an Ice Beam off on Thundo, and then we get Icinium Z off on a Thundurus. That would just goodbye.
Could be.
So we've got the IV spreads mostly on speed and special attack because we want to hit this thing hard. And if we don't hit Thundurus hard or Lander as hard, it could be a long day for us. We got to make sure that both those get off the field.
Yeah.
Fast. Next Pokemon we have is a return of Foo Fighters, and we have a little bit of another different move set. What item were you thinking about running with Hitmontop?
I have Rocky Helmet because with this investment, with 4 attack and literally max HP and defense, we live Mega Heracross only has a 15% chance to 2-hit KO us with a Rocky Helmet.
Now, were you thinking Technician too?
Yes. No, I have Intimidate.
Intimidate? That works too.
Yeah. With Intimidate, it does around half, just under. However, once he takes Rocky Helmet damage with his strongest move, Close Combat, he takes that little 6 to 12% chip damage, and Aerial Ace all of a sudden Okos him back. And look, no Mega Heracross on the field.
Right. So we gotta get one thing we don't have is a Stealth Rocker. We don't have a setup, but I don't
think we need him this week.
We'll see. We'll see how that plays out when we do our mock battles.
Yeah,
but,
we're going to continue testing this team. We might make a change or two before game time.
Right. These are just ones that on paper look really good, and the Pokemon that we have are pretty much set in stone. It's just not move sets. Like I did change a few move sets between, like last week when I battled Lindo, we had some moves already planned out, and then we did the team builder, and then we battled it out and said, oh, why don't we run Toxic on Hitmontop or something? Because that actually helped me change the complexion of the battle a little bit, and it kind of helped me get a little bit of an advantage. So I think Toxic on Hitmontop is going to really help this week. We're going to run more of a defensive Hitmontop because this is pretty much our cancer Pokemon this week. As much as little cancer as we have on this team, this is probably the most annoying Pokemon we have besides maybe Gardevoir because of the movesets that we have on it.
You'll see.
But I like Hitmontop, especially defensive Hitmontop. We got the priority move. We got Rapid Spin in case he decides to throw up rocks. Aerial Ace to get rid of the Mega Heracross. And Toxic to try and get rid of any sort of... we could get chip damage every turn on any of his Pokemon besides Doublade.
Nice chip.
And then next Pokemon we have is Sneasel with a Choice Band this time. And I know Sneasel wasn't very good in week 1. He didn't really stand much of a chance, but I kind of misclicked a few moves in week 1, and I wasn't really thinking all that straight. So we're gonna run Choice Band, Inner Focus. We got Priority Ice Shard and Icicle Crash just for the powerful ice move. Knockoff, because I know who doesn't run items on any of the Pokemon, really, honestly. And then we have Aerial Ace for the simple fact of we could probably get like a couple of moves off against maybe Mega Heracross or maybe even Celebi.
This hits hard.
This thing will hit hard. We ran investments in HP and in speed, and we outspeed just about everything on his team except for Ribombee.
And a Scarf Pokemon.
And a Scarfed Lando. And if he brings Scarf Lando, oh my god, we're fucked.
No, we have Foo Fighters.
Well, we have Foo Fighters, but, I mean...
We can Toxic that. We can wear it down with Rocky Helmet if it decides to wants to go for, like, Earthquake. We can Toxic that down.
If it's Earthquakes, it's not gonna... Rocky Helmet won't be affected by it.
Well, I'm saying we can Toxic it. We tank one. If he continues to Earthquake and we haven't Mega Evolved yet, we have a flying Pokemon right there that can set up in his face. Right.
Well, then we have to Mega Evolve, and then we are all of a sudden weak to ground.
We'll figure it out.
Next Pokemon we have is AC/DC Galvantula, who is the first time. This is his first appearance this season. We're gonna run Choice Specs Unnerve on the Galvantula. We decided to put speed, HP, and speed as our investments. I like Galvantula because it's. I mean, there's not like Bug is just one of those types that just does really well against a few of his Pokemon that could make a big difference. Bug Buzz, Thunderbolt, HP Ice just to sneak up on that damn Lando, and Volt Switch. HP Ice is just for it's purely for the Lando.
It also hits the Thundurus, which is nice, but it's mostly for Lando.
Because Lando is a bitch to play around, and I like this. If there's one Pokemon that like everybody's afraid of, it's Lando. Because it got such a huge buff from Gen 6 to Gen 7. Oh my god, it's so annoying.
So good.
It's so good, but it's so annoying. Like I've found ways to deal with it, but it's just like if it lands in the right hands, the thing's a bitch. And it landed in the right hands. Kelly got a fucking steal with that.
It's like that ex-girlfriend that you liked for about a month and a half and then dumped, and now she's a bitch to you ever since. Right. That's Lando. That's Lando. And then finally, like quote, that's Lando.
Oh my god. Oh fuck! So finally, we have Gardevoir, and I fucked up with Gardevoir last time. I did not calculate correctly what the fuck I needed to do with Gardevoir, and I own up to that one. But we're running more of a special defensive Gardevoir with Moonblast, Light Screen, Reflect, and Healing Wish. Gardevoir will be kind of like the setup mon for Mega Charizard. So if we can get Light Screen and Reflect up and a Healing Wish to get Mega Charizard's Belly Drum up,
it's a GG.
It's a GG.
That's a wrap. It's a snack wrap. Ooh, Taco Bell.
We got Light Clay too for that nice long-lasting Reflect and or Light Screen or both.
Activia for long-lasting reflex. Use Light Clay.
Yes. Wow. So we put special defense and we put a tiny little investment in special attack and the rest in HP. We want to bulk this thing out to the core. So if we get nice chip damage maybe every now and then for a Moonblast that happens to just happen to land or something like that, you never know. It still has
my Moonblast hit.
My Moonblast. We still have a nice special attack boost right there. Still a nice stat for the special attack. So I'm not worried about that at all. So that wraps up this team build for week number 3 against Kelly and the Maryland Torterrapins against the Cedar Rapids Thundurus. Both teams are looking to go 2-1, like I said at the beginning of the video, but he does have a higher ratio, which means he is technically ahead of me in the standings, but that could change with the matter of a win. We could break even, or we could still be 2-1 with a negative ratio, or we could be with a positive ratio. Who knows? We're trying to go 2-1. We're trying. This is a really rough part of our schedule, and this is probably the roughest. This has probably been the roughest part of our any schedule for the first 4 weeks of the season that I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, we have a really crappy 4 weeks, but after that, our competition isn't as hard. It's still the NPA, so it's still going to be hard, but we're not facing the top tier battlers. It's going to be some of the more middle of the pack, like I see this team being.
Okay, Kelly is one of the top tier battlers in the league format. We know this. He's been in championships. He's been in playoffs. Pretty much in all the leagues he's been in. I know Papa C's been in a few playoffs himself. League champion.
He had a championship.
And I think Kelly was a champion in one of his leagues as well.
And we're aiming to grab our trophy.
And so, yeah, Lindo is no joke either, and neither is John, aka Pokemon. He's been in the GBA, so we have a really rough part of our schedules. We're on the back end of our rough part of our schedule, which is good. So I'm happy about that. So anyway, I know it sounds like I'm complaining about our schedule, but I'm not. It's just we're doing pretty good. We're 1-1. As long as we walk out of there not looking like a bag of ass, we'll be fine.
Hey! Shout from the back here as a guy who likes ass. That ain't too bad.
Shout out from screaming for everybody in the back.
Hey.
Anyway,
all right.
If you guys enjoyed this, drop a like. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Drop a like if you liked it. Can't wait. The battle will be up tomorrow, so check it out. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.
Deuces.
Deuces.